Megan.
Hi, Trish.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I
Oh, my
really
pleasure.
appreciate it. I would love to just start off by um, touching a little bit on that you and your husband Connor were in New York City for some time,
Yes,
and then
yeah.
you moved to the Cape. And I can't. When exactly? Where did you guys come here?
We moved to the Cape last year, March of 2019.
Wow.
So I
And
know.
how have you been settling? And
Yeah, we love it. We live in Yarmouth Port, in a little condo area, and it's awesome. And he's working for Cape Air, which he loves. And really, the timing was great, especially now with coronavirus. I can't imagine being, living there now.
yeah.
So we're so happy to be on the Cape.
Well,
And
we're
always have loved, you know, the Cape Rep community. So it felt like coming home anyway. So
Oh, that's good. Well, we're so lucky that you guys are here. So,
thanks, girl.
and speaking of Cape Rep, of course, you have been on the Cape Rep stage, um, not only the main stage, but in the children's shows outside. So,
Yeah.
our audiences would recognize you for sure and your beautiful work that you've done for us here. So, I'm just curious with this project, the material you chose, and how it felt to be back in the theater.
Yeah. So it was great, but sort of surreal, you know? It was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're here. It felt like really nice to be back at Cape Rep and just even though it was a different kind of way to be back, it was nice to share some songs and to be on the stage with Connor, which we've actually never done. We've only just jammed at home. So it was so nice to have him there too. And Mo and Janine made us feel so safe, which was nice. If you're gonna come back and perform, you want to feel safe about it. So we thought this was a great way to do that. And then of course we're still, missing the audience, but you know, eventually we'll get back to that. And it was great. And in terms of the songs, um, we decided to do Up on the Roof, which was always a favorite of mine, co-written by Carole King and originally by the Drifters. Then Carole King did a version, James Taylor. So we kind of did our own version of it. We were trying to think of material that spoke to us during this time. And this was kind of just about getting away from the craziness
Mm.
that is our world in 2020, kind of putting down the phone, going outside, being with each other. So that really spoke to us. We loved that. And to be able to do that on the Cape Rep stage with Susan's amazing lighting and Ryan's amazing set, it was great.
And Connor played acoustic, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that was great.
Too?
Sorry?
Did he sing a little too?
No. Although we do sometimes at home, but he was just
Just
the guitar guy this time.
well, that's so great though, and I'm sure for him too. It was probably just kind of a nice breakup of the day, or just to kind of do something
Right.
artistic.
That was the other thing, being able to do that together because, when we were approached to, or I was about possibly doing some songs, and I kind of thought hey, we've been kind of doing stuff at home for a while. Do you think you maybe would want to accompany me? And he was like, yeah, that would be awesome. So it kind of allowed us to, do more music than usual and focus on something and rehearse, and which was, really nice for me. And also he said for him, it was kind of a nice thing to do together,
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I know that I think Mo and Janine they picked another song for you. I don't want to give it away because it's kind of amazing. I definitely snuck a peek.
Oh no.
It's so good. And it really, what's so great about this evening is that there are so many different choices that people make.
Yeah.
It's very kitschy and fun. And
Yeah. Kind of, going the humorous route.
yeah.
Did a little improv. I'll leave it at that. So
Well,
yeah, that was really fun. And a suggestion of Mo's, so that was great. And we actually did one other song called Connor and I together, Whatever Else Happens, which is an Irish song by one of our favorite artists, Declan O'Rourke. And it's kind of like for us, we connected to it because he's from Dublin. And for a while we were, back and forth, long distance dating for a long time. And then just even when he decided to come here and, figuring out the immigration system and everything else, it's like, it definitely spoke to us. And I think on a larger level, people could relate to it, especially with what's, going on now and families being separated and all that. So that was a nice song to share too. So
It's awesome. And
yeah,
how did you and Connor meet? Was it in New York?
in Dublin.
In
I
Dublin. Oh, okay.
was studying abroad
Oh my goodness.
back in 2008. So a long time
Wow.
ago. But yeah, we met at a pub.
Go figure.
Shocker.
Oh, so you guys
So
had, that's awesome. That's great. You've had I feel like your relationship has taken you to like many different places.
yes, and it's also funny that like the Cape Rep connection for Connor, when we first started dating when we were, early 20s, he came and visited um, the summer that we met. He came to the States and I was doing Frog and Toad, the original one.
Yeah.
Original no, in 2008. Yeah. So, and he met everyone back then. So he like had that connection when then we were deciding to move to the Cape. So it's like we already had this
Like a foundation.
amazing group of, friends, and it was just awesome. So, and he even has like an old Cape Rep Theater t-shirt that like is really good quality. It's from it's from like 2008 and it's like the original Cape Rep Theater t-shirt, which
Oh,
is
that's awesome.
awesome too. So,
Go Connor.
I know, right? So yeah, he's decided not to join me on the Zoom, but I think he's had a lot of Zoom calls lately with
Well,
work and everything.
yeah,
He's like,
you can take this. You can have the
but he says
spotlight.
hi.
Hi, Connor. Well, we're so thrilled that he joined you and for you both to share your talents with the audiences. And um, it's going to be really cool to have the 3 different nights. And
Yeah, we're so happy to be part of it. And I'm excited to see everyone else's performances and yeah.
so, and I guess my last question is over this time, um, have you picked up has there been any like guilty pleasure or, has anything have you done more of something or just taken more time, like time for yourself?
Yeah. I think well, one thing, just like now living on the Cape and being really grateful for having like the outdoors and the beach and the rail trail and all that. So, I mean, definitely we've been doing more of that than probably a normal summer, especially the beach and just enjoying where we are. And then definitely guilty pleasure is TV and like, like probably for a lot of people, but like streaming our old like favorite comedies. So like we it's like comfort food, like
Mhm.
Parks and Rec and The Office and New Girl and yeah.
Like the fun, the good classic funny stuff.
Yeah. And
Take your
because
time.
you gotta laugh
Yeah,
sometimes.
definitely. Oh my goodness. But well, Meg,
Yeah.
this was so great. Thank you for chatting with me, and we
Thank you,
can't wait to
Trish.
see your beautiful performance with you and
Yeah.
Connor.
Thanks to Cape Rep. Love you guys and can't wait to really all be back doing shows together and yeah.